Lessman. Who doesn't love chocolate, but who doesn't love chocolate that actually helps lower your cholesterol? It's ChocoNuvo, and it's back at a fantastic value. Take a look.
Andrew Lessman here with our other Today Special, CoQ10 and ChocoNuvo. They do have a connection, heart health. And most of us know that chocolate, the protective compounds, the polyphenols present in chocolate, are heart healthy. They're also brain healthy. They're just incredibly important protective compounds, anti-aging compounds. But our ChocoNuvo is different. It truly is heart healthy because our ChocoNuvo contains an ingredient that lowers total and LDL cholesterol. Sounds amazing. Sounds like kind of like a drug type claim, but the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, carved out an exception for this ingredient where we could actually talk about its role in reducing total and LDL cholesterol and its role in helping to reduce the risk of heart disease. So it's an incredible ingredient. What you probably think is that because our ChocoNuvo has these special properties in terms of heart health and lowering total and LDL cholesterol, it's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as yummy. In fact, it's a perfect example about how Mother Nature knows better than we do. It's better than any dark chocolate you've ever had. I've always been a huge fan of dark chocolate. My only problem with dark chocolate, I was always more a milk chocolate lover. So dark chocolate for me, if it became too dark or too bitter or too dry, I wasn't a fan. So for me, the dark chocolate that I liked was always around 60%. The very kind of margin, frontier of something being considered dark chocolate. Most dark chocolates are 70 or 80% cacao. But with ChocoNuvo, even our 91%, I love more than a typical 60% dark chocolate. So for those of you who've always loved milk chocolate, and I think what most of us love about milk chocolate, myself included, is that amazingly creamy texture. We might love the richness of dark chocolate, but then we don't like the dryness and brittleness. We might not like the bitterness that some dark chocolate possess. With ChocoNuvo, there's no bitterness, there's no dryness, there's no chalkiness. The ingredient that lowers total and LDL cholesterol, we'll probably have a little beaker of it on the set, but that ingredient looks like fat. It's called a plant sterol, and plant sterols, plant sterol esters, they look like fat. And not only do they look like fat, and this was a crazy experiment I performed at home, that little crazy experiment was to mix plant sterol esters with dark chocolate. And it turned the dark chocolate into this yummy, delicious, creamy dark chocolate. So our ChocoNuvo, not only is it heart healthy, and if you don't care about your heart health, that's fine. You'll just simply enjoy the best dark chocolate in the world. And I've been saying that since we introduced it, probably more than a decade ago. Really a breakthrough product. There was nothing like it anywhere in the world, still isn't. But when we introduced it back then, I made that same statement, and you'd figure there'd be just thousands and thousands of reviews. It'd be rated 1 or 2 stars because people would hear what I was saying, they'd get it home, and it would taste terrible, or it wouldn't taste as good as I said. It's a product I think it continues at around 4.5 stars, which for any food product is impressive. I think it averages around 80 or 85% 5-star reviews, over 90% positive reviews. So it does not disappoint. It comes in 25-calorie squares, so it's not really designed to be something that you eat a big chocolate bar of. It's really designed to be healthy, because even this healthy product, eat a whole chocolate bar, it's really not what it's intended for. Although, if you look at the sugar levels in our ChocoNuvo, whether you look at the 66% or the 74% or the 91%, and the 66% is designed to be like milk chocolate, the 74% and the 91%, they taste like dark chocolate, but they are not bitter, and they have the creaminess of your favorite milk chocolate. So I like all three, and then all three, what we've done, if you like a little flavor of coffee, we call it our cafe version. We have a small amount of cafe ground up into each piece of chocolate, just a small amount. So it's an insignificant amount of caffeine, truly insignificant, less than 5 milligrams of caffeine. A cup of coffee is going to have 100 or 150 milligrams. So it's really an insignificant amount of caffeine. So if you want to try that, the 66 and 74% with cafe are amazing. So is the 91, but that's for the more extreme dark chocolate lovers. But again, if you're taking cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, this will only help to lower your cholesterol more. It won't conflict with those medications. It won't conflict with any cholesterol-lowering medication. It works in your digestive system by blocking the absorption or the reabsorption of cholesterol and bile salts. Even if we never eat cholesterol with a meal, every time we eat, our body secretes bile salts and cholesterol into our digestive tract. Our body, being as efficient as it is, it reabsorbs them. If we wanted to lower our cholesterol, guess what we would do? We would try not to reabsorb the cholesterol we just secreted into our digestive system. We'd also try not to reabsorb the bile salts, because bile salts look like cholesterol and are made from cholesterol. So to the extent we can make cholesterol and bile salts for a meal, and we manufacture it in our body, and that they're secreted into our digestive system, to the extent we cannot absorb them, we can lower our cholesterol. And that's exactly what ChocoNuvo does. It interferes with the absorption of 30 to 40% of the cholesterol, bile salts, the cholesterol that might be in our food, the cholesterol we secrete into our digestive system, the bile salts we secrete into our digestive system. So it works by not being absorbed into your body. It works by working in your digestive system, which would be the perfect kind of medication. So it's powerful, it's effective, it's completely safe. There's no risks or warnings that need to come with ChocoNuvo. So it's a remarkable opportunity to really follow your doctor's guidance to get your lipids in order, and to add this to your repertoire, add this to the ammunition you have, whether it's making dietary modifications. And all you do is take a square, ideally take a square with each meal, a 25-calorie square with each meal. I started to say before that when you look at the carbohydrate and sugar level, most times with chocolate we're worried about sugar levels. If you look at the sugar level in the 66, the 74, or the 91, I often talk about fruits and say it has the same amount of calories in a fruit, has more sugar, like blueberries, even things we know that aren't high in sugar. But if you looked at a